Okay. So thank you. So we said that last time we regressed wage on these 11 variables, two of which two were main continuous variable, 3 categorical variables, and 6 interaction variables. So these are interaction variables which were generated by multiplying your continuous variable with a categorical variable. So the result, of course, is also continuous. No? Hindi naman pa pwedeng categorical to kasi yung mga numbers, hindi pa pwedeng gawing category siya. No? Okay, so yung first ano natin, our first output was only 4 of the variables were significant. The rest 7 were insignificant. So as to the question, then should that mean that we should already drop the 7 variables and just come up with a final model of 4 being significant? No. No, guys, because there may be issues with multicollinearity. Kaya kunyari, itong dalawang variables na to, itong 36 at 24 based on the VI.
Sir,
yes?
Did you open the Excel on your end?
Excel ata.
We see the website po.
Sorry.
Also, Zores is present. He chatted.
Sige. Mamaya na lang kay Zores, ha? Okay, sorry. Nako, ang tagal ko na nagsasalita pala dito. Dali. Okay. Share screen. Sorry, nakalimutan ko. Here. There. Can you see it now, guys?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you. Okay. So sabi natin, yung first run natin ng regression, 4 were significant and the other 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 were insignificant. So does that mean that we have the final model already where only 4 are the regressors, the rest were dropped? No, that's not correct, because there's such a thing as either stepwise regression. Pwedeng forward, pwedeng backward, pwedeng combination ng dalawa, which is called stepwise. So dito, ang ginawa natin, we started with using all the regressors, 11 of them. In fact, pwede pang mas marami kasi ang ginamit lang natin na interaction, yung limited lang, di ba? Hindi tayo nag-interact ng dalawang continuous. Hindi rin tayo nag-interact ng mga between the categorical variables, but that can also be done. Especially kung may literature na nagsasabi na may interaction talaga yung dalawang variables na yun. But for the purposes of our discussion, we didn't do that. So limited lang yung natin, no, yung ginawa nating regressors. So does that mean that we should drop all these 7 insignificant variables and conclude that ito lang talaga yung model natin, yung 4 na to na significant? No. Kasi guys, meron tayong tinatawag na process called backward regression na pwede na tayong magtanggal ng variable 1 at a time. Okay? So the operative word there is 1 at a time. Kasi it's possible na pag may tinanggal tayo, pwedeng may dun sa may natitirang tatanggalin natin na hindi pa natin tinatanggal, maging significant siya. So that's as a possibility. So what's the candidate for the leaving variable? Ito, leaving, yung aalisin. No? Ang leaving natin, okay. Yung leaving variable natin, sabi natin, is one that has the highest p-value, which is also the one that has the lowest absolute t-stat. No? Okay, so you can either look at the t-stat or you can look at the p-value. You'll get the same candidate for the leaving variable. In this case, si non-white experience yung pinakamataas na na p-value, so yun ang tinanggal natin, no? So that was the result of the second model. Okay? Tinanggal natin si non-white and experience, so it doesn't appear here anymore. Okay, ano yung method na ginagamit natin? We're using what we call the backward regression. No? Backward kasi, dinump muna natin lahat ng mga variables natin, tapos magtatanggal tayo one at a time. Now, nag-improve ba yung model natin nung tinanggal natin yung leaving variable natin? Okay, on what grounds? Yes, tingnan natin. Adjusted R squared, 32.770. Ito, adjusted R squared, 32.74. Nag-increase yung adjusted R squared. Yung explanatory power ng model na to, let's call this model 1, let's call this model 2. Yung model 1 yung una, no? Ito yung model 2. Yung explanatory power niya, remember R squared is, ano yung R squared? Ilan yung proportion ng variation ng dependent variable natin na kayang i-describe o explain ng model natin. 32.70%, 32.74%, mas maganda to. Tapos may isa pa tayong criterion, si Akaiki Information Criterion, 48.4828 sa Model 1, 4826 sa Model 2. So mas maganda si Model 2. And if you're using R, we can use ANOVA, no? We can use the ANOVA function and to determine statistical test, guys, kung mas maganda ba talaga si Model 1 and Model 2, and you'll come up with the conclusion that the restricted model, yung mas konting variables, ang mas maganda, no? So between these two variables, between these two models, this one is the unrestricted kasi mas kompleto siya kaysa dito. Mas binawasan to. Okay, then we proceed with the next. Lumabas dito ang pinaka-insignificant, si union times experience by virtue of having the highest p-value or the lowest absolute value ng t, 0.70 something. Okay? All right. So we have to continue the process kasi may mga insignificant pa tayo, no? So lumabas si excuse guys, just take water.
Water. He's gonna die. Water.
Uy, rinig kita. Pau.
Ay, sorry, sir.
He's gonna die, water. Kawa. Okay, so 0.43, no? 0.43 highest p-value. Okay, so what will happen, guys? Leaving variable tong union times experience. So tinanggal natin si union times experience, tinanggal natin dito. Okay? So once again, compare. We'll call this model 3. This time, si model 2 yung unrestricted natin, si model 3 yung restricted natin. So yung model na mas konti yung regressors, yun yung restricted model natin. Nag-improve ba? Nag-improve. Nicole, nag-improve ba yung model natin? Comparing model 2 and model 3? Nicole? Wala si Nicole?
Ako po ba?
Nicole. Denise, Nicole, Lim.
Apo.
Sige. Nag-improve ba yung model natin? Balikan kita. Mukhang hindi mo nasundan yung... Nasundan mo ba?
Na pag mas konti pong variable, mas gumaganda po yung model.
Hindi yung question ko. Ano yung question ko? Laxmir, ikaw, anong answer mo sa question ko?
Hi, sir. Nag-improve po kasi kumonti yung mga significant variables.
Ha? Nag-improve kasi ano?
Model 2 and 3 ba, sir?
Oo. Di ba doon na tayo?
Yes, sir. Kumonti yung Ay,
Yung ba yung basis, yung kumonte? Hindi naman Ano yung basis natin?
Sir,
Yes.
yung adjusted R square po,
Yes. Sino to?
so
Sino to?
better po siya.
Sino to?
Vincent po.
Vincent, yes. Bakit sagot, Vincent?
The model, from model 1 to model 2 and 3, it got better po.
Ang kino-compare natin, model 2 and 3 na. Kasi out na si model 1 kasi mas maganda si model 2 sa kanya, di ba?
Yes po.
So, irrelevant na si model 1. We're now comparing model 2 and model 3 now. So, which is the better model?
I would say model 3 po kasi yung
Bakit?
adjusted R square niya po, higher than model 2.
Aside from that,
What else?
yung information criteria
yung
natin,
information
di
nasa
ba?
kanan.
Yes, oo. Si Realstat nagbigay ng 3 kagad, AIC, AICC, SBC, no? So, consistent na si Model 3 mas maganda kaysa kay Model 2 in terms of the information criteria. Okay? However, do we stop there? Not yet, kasi may mga insignificant pa tayo. May leaving ulit tayo. Ganun guys yung backward regression. Tanggal tayo ng tanggal hanggang to such point na wala na tayong pwede matanggal. No? Okay, so dito, ano mangyayari dito? Ang leaving natin, leaving variable, yung aalisin natin si union times education by virtue of having the highest p-value or the lowest absolute value ng t-stat. Okay, i-clarify ko lang guys yung absolute value ng t-stat. Kunyari, yung isang variable, ang t-stat niya negative 0.85. Yung isa, positive 0.82. Sino yung aalis dyan?
Union and education.
Hindi, dito. Pau, dito. I'm coming up with a hypothetical.
Positive 0.82 po.
Oo, positive 0.82. Tama. Kasi, baka sabihin nyo, ay, yung isang negative, kaya yung aalis. Hindi. Remove the negative sign. Yung absolute value yung tingnan nyo. Clear yun, guys? The lowest absolute t-stat value. So in this case, and always consistent yan, guys. Kung sino yung pinakamataas na p-value, yun yung pinakamaliit na absolute value ng t-stat. So ang leaving natin dito, union times education. We continue the process. Ganun din. Tapos compare na naman. Nag-improve ba yung model natin? 32.76, yung adjusted R-squared, 32.78 dito, nag-improve. Akaiki, lower. AICC, lower din. Version to ng AIC, nakalimutan ko lang kung ano ibig sabihin ng small c dito. Schwartz, Bayesian criterion, mas mababa din. Mas maganda si Model 4. Kahit mag-F-test tayo dito, mag-ANOVA tayo dito, papakita dito na mas maganda si Model 4. Yung restricted model compared to the blank, to the IDA,
Unrestricted model.
unrestricted model, correct. Kasi si Model 3, yung unrestricted, relative to Model 4, which is the restricted, by virtue of having the lower number of regressors. Okay? I hope clear yung guys, ha? Sa kakaulit nito.
Sir,
Yes.
pag AIEC mas mababa, mas okay, di ba?
Yes, oo. Lahat yan.
No.
Yung SBC, AICC, pati AIC.
Alright, thank you, sir.
Okay. So next, guys, next, si Module 4, tapos Module 5 tayo. Ang leaving variable natin dito, sino? Laxmir? Laxmir? Sino?
Non-white, sir.
Yes, non-white. Kasi siya yung pinakamataas na p-value. Okay? Non-white. Alright, so ano tira? Again, compare natin guys si Model 4 with Model 5. Mas tumataas guys yung yung adjusted R-squared natin. Wait. 32.78. Ito, 32.77. Medyo bumaba siya, no? Medyo bumaba siya. 32.77 to 32.78. Okay. Marginal lang naman. Pero in terms of AIC, okay, mas mababa pa rin si Model 5. Okay, it would be interesting to see guys kung mag-ANOVA tayo kung sino mas maganda dito. Pero I would guess na sa R, di ba ginagawa natin yon nag-ANOVA tayo ng Model 4 and Model 5. Okay, but I would guess na ito pa rin yung preferred model. Okay, next. So iisa na lang yung natin guys, iisa na lang yung hindi significant. Kung i-relax natin yung model natin guys na gagawin natin tong 10%, acceptable na ba to? Kung yung alpha natin at 10%, acceptable na ba to? Answer? Itong model na to? Si Model 5?
Yes, sir.
Yes, kasi si female natin, ang p-value niya is 9.76%, less than 10%. Okay? But we continued, tinuloy ko pa, kasi inassume ko na 5% lang, ito nangyari guys. Okay, ito nangyari. So wala na si female, 6 na lang yung mga regressors natin. Now take note, si adjusted R-squared 32.77 bumaba siya, no? Naging 32.68. Kaso and also si Akaiki 38.23, 48.23, 48.24. So paano 'yun, guys? Sinong pipiliin natin? Sino? Okay, ang answer dyan guys, if in terms of Akai key, sino yung choice natin?
Model 5 po.
Model 5, correct. If we're basing it in terms of Akai key, then Model 5. Unfortunately guys, hindi nagsastop yung model natin dun. Hindi tayo tumitigil dun. Kasi di ba magda-diagnostics pa tayo. Okay, outright sinasabi ko guys, magkakaproblema tayo kay Model 5. Bakit? Tingnan nyo guys, may sinulat na ako dyan. Ano yung isang glaring na problema natin dyan? Tingnan yung mga notes ko dyan, yung diniscuss ko sa kabilang section. May napansin kayong note ko dyan? Kay Model 5. Pau? Did you notice anything there?
Sir.
Ha?
Oh, wait lang, sir.
Ito Model 5 natin, ha? Model 5. Si Model 6. Pao, notice ka?
Oh, wait, wala sa
Ito, yung nakapula. Anong sinabi dyan?
variance, inflation factor. Yung 29 saka yung 24 masyadong malaki.
Oo, di ba? Sabi natin, di ba, ang variance inflation factor should it should just be lower than 10. Pag mas strict pa nga yung requirement, lower than 5. Kapag higher than 5 na yung variance inflation factor, medyo magduda ka na. Sa ibang field, pag 5 to 10, acceptable pa yan. Pag more than 10, yun na. Delikado na yan. May multicollinearity na yan. 29-24, si female at saka female times education. Ano implication yan? Ano ibig sabihin yan, guys? Nag-aagawan yung dalawang yan sa pag-explain kay wage. Masyado silang correlated. No? Highly correlated yung dalawang yan. And so, ang hirap ngayon pag ganon, pag may multicollinearity tayo, hindi mo alam kung sinong variable ang nag-explain kay wage. Okay? So if we're just basing it on AIC, then panalo si Model 5. Kasi si Model 6, 48-24, tumaas na yung AIC. Unfortunately, that's not how we decide, no? Hindi lang basta AIC pinakamababa, yun na yun. Titingnan pa natin holistically yung model natin. And one way to check that is your multicollinearity. Take a look at this model, guys, Model 6. May problema ba tayo sa multicollinearity dito? Meron? Wala, diba? Mababa yung VIF nito. Okay? So in terms of multicollinearity, okay tayo dito. Okay? Mas mababa yung yung adjusted R squared. Okay lang, no? Basta wala tayong issue ng violation ng assumptions ang classical linear regression model. Okay? Mas mataas yung AIC, okay lang. Hindi naman masyadong malayo dito sa Diba? So, kung AIC lang, yun lang tinitingnan natin, panalo si Model 5. Unfortunately, hindi nga tayo ganun, di ba? We don't just look at one parameter to determine kung ano yung pinakamagandang model natin. Titingnan pa natin yung mga ibang factors. So based on what we discussed, it looks like Model 6 is a better model compared to Model 5. Looking at not only on the AIC, not only on the adjusted R squared, but also on the VIF. Okay? Okay, then ginawa nyo ba guys yung stepwise regression ni RealStat? Did you do this? Ginawa nyo ba to? Di ba sabi ko gawin nyo yung stepwise regression niya? Okay. So let me just illustrate this. Okay, so ito yung natin, no? Ito yung data natin. These are our 11 predictors. This is our dependent variable, and we're going to use Control M. I'm now going to wait. I'll just first place my cell where I want the output to be printed. So it's here in A1. Gusto ko yung output dito ilagay kaya pumupunta na agad ako dito. Control M. Ito yung real stat natin. Regression. Multiple linear regression. Okay, then X range is from your education hanggang, okay, and then Y range will be your wage. So wage yung ano natin, yung dependent variable. All right, so alpha 5% regression analysis. Pwede natin i-generate dito si residual, si Cook's distance. Kung yung Cook's distance, guys, inaano niya kung influential yung point na yon. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin ng influential point, pag tanggalin mo yung point na yon, yung observation na yon, mababago ng malayo yung model. It will be a big change in the model. Durbin-Watson for normality of residuals. And then ito, guys, yung robust standard error ginagamit yan kung heteroscedastic. Pero papunta na tayo dyan, no? Tapusin lang muna natin itong mga stepwise natin. Okay, then stepwise regression, click this. Okay, A1A, okay. So, okay. All right, then I go to A1. Okay, ito yung generate ni real stat. Yan. So, ano ibig sabihin yan? So, briefly, tinala natin kung anong klaseng stepwise kaya yung ginamit niya. Kasi this, guys, what are this? Ano tong 11 na to? Class, ano tong 11 na to?
Yung, sir, yung education, yung experience, yung female.
Ano yan? Ano yan, Pao?
Step variables.
Those are, tama, independent variables natin, no? So, ito yung mga steps na ginawa ni RealStat. No? So, yung 1A niya, ibig sabihin, wala pang independent variable. Naalala nyo ito, yung base model yan, yung ang model niya muna, yung ano lang, yung average ni Y. Wala siyang ginamit na regressor. Tapos dito, sa 1B, sabi niya, ipinasok niya muna si education. And then after that, nung pinasok na niya si education, ang susunod daw, education at saka si experience. Si number 2, si experience. And then, after that, pinasok naman si female. After that, pinasok si number 8. 1, 2, 3. Dali. Okay, si number 8, si non-white. Non-white times, non-white times education. Yun ang sinunod na pinasok niya. No? Pagkatapos nun, pinasok niya si number 7. Okay, pagkatapos, pinasok niya si number 6. Pagkatapos, pinasok niya si number 5. Okay, hanggang dun na. Pinasok niya si number 5. Alright. Stepwise regression yan. Okay. Anong klaseng regression, guys? Strictly speaking, it's what we call forward regression. Bakit forward? Nagsimula siya sa wala, guys. Isa-isang tinatanggal. No? Anong difference, guys, ng forward regression at saka stepwise regression? Ulitin ko So basically, tatlong klase yan. Okay? Forward regression, backward regression, at saka stepwise regression. Si backward regression, ginawa natin yon, no? Itong ginawa natin to, backward to. Minodel muna natin lahat as regressors, and then one at a time, tinanggal yung mga insignificant variables. One at a time, guys. One at a time, hindi pwedeng sabay-sabay. Backward regression yon. Itong ginawa ni RealStats, this is what we call what? This is forward regression, guys. Ano yung forward regression? One at a time din, pinapasok. Okay? Pag nagpasok ka, hindi ka na pwede magtanggal. Okay? Ganun din tayo, guys, sa backward. Pag tinagal natin yon, hindi mo na pwedeng ibalik yon. Kay forward naman, pag nagpasok ka, nagpasok, once na napasok yung variable na yan, hindi mo na siya pwedeng tanggalin. Okay? Lastly, stepwise regression, guys, or it's called both, no? Both ways. Combination siya ng forward at saka backward. Pero magsisimula muna siya sa forward regression, tapos magdadagdag, tapos pwede siyang magbawas. Unlike forward regression na hindi ka na pwedeng magbawas ng entering variable, si stepwise regression, pwede ka pang magbawas. So, pinaka-complicated sa tatlo, si stepwise regression. Alright? So, final output natin dito, guys. Okay? Okay, and these are some values here. Ano yung mga pinakita dito, guys? These are your ano ba to? Hanggang dulo. Step 1. I think these are your p-values, no? Okay, p-values. Okay, p-values siya. No? And then lastly, guys, ito na yung model natin. This is our final model. Yan. Okay. Saan to nako-compare, guys? Pareho ba siya dun sa final output natin? Yung sa backward natin, guys, pareho ba siya?
Yes.
Pareho, no? They're the same. Now, will the forward regression and backward regression give you the same results? No. Minsan pareho, minsan hindi. Ito nag-forward siya dito, pareho yung lumabas sa backward natin. Pero I've experienced several times na magkaiba yung output ni forward regression at saka ni backward regression because of the constraints ng rules nila na pag nagtanggal ka na, guys, hindi mo na pwedeng ipasok. Sa forward naman, pag nagpasok ka na, hindi mo na pwedeng tanggalin. Okay? So, ito lang. Gusto ko lang sabihin sa inyo, guys, na ito, forward regression to, tapos automatic na si real stat, automatic generate niya. Kaysa yung ginawa pa natin na manually. But we had to do this, guys, for you to appreciate what's really happening as far as these types of regression is concerned. All right. So, kindly open. Let's now go to R. Sa ano natin, flash ko muna baka asan na yung ano natin. Okay. So, dito, guys, sa ano natin, sa canvas natin, I uploaded these files sa Unit 5 natin. So, Unit 5, these are 4 files that I uploaded. So, yung RMD file na wage interact, yung Excel na wage interact. So, kindly download it, guys. Download these two. And then, sabay nyo na i-open sa R Markdown nyo. Okay, saan yung R Markdown ko? Tanggalin ko nga muna yung kanina. Okay. So, clean slate ako. Okay? Alright. Kindly, buksan nyo yung R Markdown. Empty pa yun, guys. I deliberately did not put any code there except yung mga first part para kayo magsusulat talaga. And then please install OLSRR at saka i-require na natin. And then kindly install also, i-import nyo, guys, yung wage interact na file. Sige, I'll give you a few minutes to do that. So download, guys, si wage interact. Yung wage interact, ito yung ginamit natin na file kanina, yung my interaction variables. Gagawin natin sa R, tingnan natin kung ano yung magiging difference nila. Sige, kindly do that, guys. I'll give you a few minutes. Done, everyone? Okay na ba? Are you still downloading? Make sure guys na na-install niyo yung OLSRR at saka i-require natin na ito in-import ko lang yung ano. Hindi ko na i-import kasi na-import ko na eh. So I'll just make you import the file.
Sir, your screen is still on the website.
Nasa website pa ba? Okay,
Yes
sige.
po.
Thank you. Sorry. Yan. So I hope na download nyo na guys, na open nyo na yung RMD file natin, Wage Interact, OLSRR, Wage Interact. Okay, and then yung first few lines yan, okay, RMD siya, tapos linagay ko na yung install OLSRR package, and then yung OLSRR. Tapos dito, kanina in-import ko siya. So i-insert nyo na lang yung code nyo dyan guys sa pag-import nyo ng Wage Interact na file. Okay na ba guys? Feedback, please. You still need a few more seconds. Okay, sige. Paano ba to? I-chat nyo nga guys kung sino yung tapos na para alam ko kung sino yung kindly chat. Okay, thank you. Iba? All right. So thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Okay. Okay. Sino may problem sa sino hindi kailangan guys na ano yun to kailangan na view natin So yung laman ng natin ng Wage Interact, ito yung kanina, guys. Siyempre tinanggal ko na yung formula tapos pinalitan ko na lang yung mga variable names. Non-white _ education. Okay. So we're going to do stepwise regression here in R. Okay? Kasi yung sa Excel natin, ang nagawa lang talaga natin yung backward. Ang hirap gawin yung nun. Pwede nating i-replicate yung output ni RealStat. Tingnan natin kung ano muna pinasok niya, tapos yung susunod, tapos yung susunod. We can do that manually. Pero that defeats that's already beside the point. Ang importante sa atin ngayon, matutunan natin sa R to kasi R will automatically generate this. All right. So ready na kayo guys? Ready na to run our codes? Okay, so pakiano muna guys, pakikuha yung structure ng Wage Interact natin. So structure Wage Interact ng variable natin. We'll have, hindi ko pa pala na-run. I-run ko muna. Okay, ano lumabas sa structure niya guys? Okay. We have the 11 table tayo, no? 1, 2, 8, 9 by 13. Bakit naging 13 to? Yung observation kasama 12. Kasama yung wage. Okay, 13 columns kasama si observation. 11 independent variables, 1 dependent variable. Okay, but what do you notice, guys? Notice nyo si si categorical variable, si female, si non-white, at saka si non-union, they are considered as numerical. Okay, di ba hindi natin gusto yon? Ang gusto natin na dapat itong mga to factor to, di ba? So let's convert them easily. Madali naman i-convert sila into may naka open yung mic. Paki-ano na muna please. Yan, thank you. Sino ba yan? Migs, naka-open yata yung mic mo. Kyle, parang maingay. Maingay ng background.
Ay, sorry, sir. Hindi pala ako
Okay.
naka-unmute. Sorry, sir. Ano yun?
Paki-unmute na muna. Thank you. Yan. Alright, so we need to convert to factor kasi hindi naman sila numerical, di ba? The rest are okay. Si education, si experience, numerical talaga yan. Tapos yung interaction, numerical din yan. No? Pag yung numerical, in-interact mo with a categorical, numerical ang labas yan. So, tatlo lang yung categorical natin, si female, non-white, at saka si non-union. Okay, so let's copy nyo rin yung code na to. Alam nyo naman yan, nagawa natin before yan. So, yung sa wage interact, si female, i-convert natin as factor. Okay, so copy nyo. Papalitan nyo lang naman yung mga variables natin dyan. Alright, tapos i-run natin when you run it, you'll notice that naging factor na siya. Si female factor na with 2 levels, 0 and 1. Si non-white also and si non-union. Okay. Alright. Any questions so far, guys? Any questions?
Sir.
Yes?
Answer.
All right. Sige. Thank you. Now, let me just give you a little, no? Itong OLSRR, actually, na-discover ko lang yan 2 days ago. Yung mga usual na ginagamit sa, kunyari, sa backward regression, yung mga usual, yung CAR, yung MAS, and some other packages, hindi siya ganun ka ganda, ka-powerful as far as yung mga backward regression, forward regression. Tapos buti na lang, a few days ago, na-discover ko tong OLSRR. Naghahanap ako ng package ng mga bago. And true enough, napaka-powerful niya. So, ang suggestion ko sa inyo guys, sa internet, kunin nyo yung, yung notes niya. So, ipakita ko lang to. Baka hindi nyo... So, I downloaded this from the internet. Itong yung package na OLSRR. Okay? So it's relatively a new package. February 10 lang, 2020. Fresh from the oven to. No? So ano yung description niya? Tools to make it easier for users, particularly beginner or intermediate R users, to build OLS regression models includes a comprehensive regression output, heteroskedasticity, collinearity, residual, measures of influence, yung Cook's distance, no? Model fit assessment, variable selection procedures. Ito yung ginagawa natin, guys. Variable selection procedures, yung forward regression, backward regression, stepwise regression. And take time guys to download this and aralin nyo kasi medyo may enough na naman yung knowledge, yung know-how nyo sa regression guys. Here, ang daming there are several codes here. Siyempre, pag may code guys, may binibigay na na output, no? And then, very simple siya. Maganda yung pagka-discussion niya. This is one of the, kasi ang nature ko talaga guys, ang ginagawa ko, pag yung package, inaaral ko, tinitingnan ko siyempre yung documentation niya. And I noticed yung ibang packages, ang hirap ng pagka-explain, hindi maganda yung pagka-explain. Dito, I find it surprisingly, very clear and very good. So, I love at first sight ako dito sa OLSRR na to. Ang ganda talaga. Tsaka napaka-simple. Tapos, yan, ang daming mga, we're going to learn some of this. And just through reading this, guys, na natutunan ko to, no? So, ang ganda ng ang ganda ng pagkasulat at saka pagkagawa. Okay? So, I'd like to encourage you to download this, yung documentation na to, and then read through it. Not necessarily only for today, but for this subject, but later on, guys. Kahit sa paglabas nyo sa field na, pag nagmo-modeling kayo ng regression, for example, ang laking tulong nitong OLSRR. Alright, so having said that, let's go back here. Okay, so yung mga yung mga variables noon, yung mga categorical factor na. Guys? Hello? Factor na ba?
Sir, are you showing
Wait.
or
Pero my question, factor na ba yung nyo? Yung naka-factor na siya, si female, si non-white, at saka si non-union. Just like this one, guys. Na-convert nyo na siya into factor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so ito yung code na yun, di ba? Alright, first activity natin ngayong hapon is to do forward regression. Dito sa OLSRR, sa package na to, there are different ways to do this. Pwedeng forward regression using p-values and forward regression using AIC. Okay? We'll explore both. May iba pa, pero we'll just limit ourselves to those two. Okay, so first, let's create our model. Alam nyo naman guys sa R, let's give it a name, model, di ba? Tapos yung LM natin, LM command, LM code, LM linear model. Tapos andito yung unang-una yung dependent variable natin si wage. Tapos, ilagyan ko ang space, baka hindi nyo nababasa. Education, plus experience, plus female, plus non-white, plus non-union. Okay? Pakisulat, guys. I deliberately did not give this, yung portion na to ng code na to sa inyo kasi gusto kong kayo magsulat para practice. So lahat ng 11 natin na lahat ng 11 natin na regressors, okay? Sinulat natin. Alright. So that's our code, guys. Ang model natin, let's call it model. Model is yung LM natin. Wage is your dependent variable, tilde, education plus experience plus female plus etc. Which includes all your regressors. Lahat ng regressors natin ng 11 natin. And then data is equal to wage interact. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to write. Done, guys?
Done, sir.
Done na? Sino pang hindi pa tapos? Okay, wala? Sige. Alright. So, we have created an object called model. Ano yung model na to na, guys? This is the linear model. This means OLS siya, linear regression. With this as our dependent variable, and the rest, tilde, the rest will be the dependent variable, and the data that we're using is wage interact. Okay, now to create a forward regression using the OLSRR package, ito yung command, no? So we're going to create this object. Ito arbitrary tayo na gagawa nito, no? Forward fit, para sa akin, para ano lang, para madaling matandaan natin na forward regression to. And then this is our model, forward fit.p, because we're using p as the basis for a variable. Remember, pag forward regression, guys, ang tinitingnan dyan yung entering variable, no? Okay, so ang code niya, guys, OLS underscore step underscore forward underscore p. Just to show you ang difference niya pag AIC, guys. Pag AIC, OLS that step that forward that AIC. Pareho lang, nagkakatalo lang dun sa dulo. Underscore P versus underscore AIC. Okay, so going back to our code. All right. OLS underscore step underscore forward underscore P and then model. Ano yung model na to? Ito, guys, ito yon yung ginawa natin. So sinet up muna natin to kung ano yung model natin. And then P enter. Ano ibig sabihin ng P enter? Makakapasok lang yung variable na yan as long as yung P niya, yung P value niya should be less than 0.05. Okay? Alright, so sige. Let's run this, guys. Let's run it. Okay, what happened? So meron na create na object na fwfit.p. No? Ito na yung forward regression ng model natin using a p-value of 0.05. Okay, so short summary, guys, i-copy nyo yung pangalan ng object natin, fwfit.p, and then let's run this. Let's run. Okay. Did you get the same answer, guys? Hello, guys. Na-generate ba yung output na to?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir, but yung sa akin walang RMSE sa dulo.
Walang RMSE.
Sandali lang.
Baka lakihan mo nga yung ano, yung
Okay, sorry.
nakagulan
Naka-minimize kasi
siguro.
yung window ko.
Oo, naka-minimize.
Nagpakita nung nag-large.
Sino to?
Rex.
Rex, pakibasa yung table natin. How do you explain our output? Yung selection summary na yan. How do you make heads or tails of that?
Dali lang po, sir. The table we just made with FWDFit.p.
Yeah. Yung output na yan.
R square, adjusted.
Ano yung first column?
Variable entered.
Before that?
Step,
di ba? So
Yes.
these are the 6 steps na ginawa niya, no? Ni R,
6.
no? So si step 1, ang unang pinasok niya si education,
Oops.
di ba?
I think I did something wrong. 5 lang sa akin. What's missing? Shoot. I forgot female expert.
Saan?
Shoot. Nakalimutan ko lang na-input yung female expert. Sorry. Sa code ko kanina.
Kulang yung ano mo, kulang.
Kaya 5 steps sa
regressors.
akin, yung sa'yo po 6.
Oo.
I'll just have to
Baka
type
magbabago
it
yan
in.
kasi, sige. Kulang yung ano mo, kulang yung
Kulang pala
regressors.
sa akin, sorry sir.
Sige, ayusin mo na lang ha, Rex ha.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alright. Sige, explain ko lang to guys, no? Yung step 1, and open ko lang to yung kanina. Doesn't this look familiar, guys? Si our real stat. So, ang una niyang pinasok, si education, experience, tapos si female. Ganun ba rin si, si R, yung ginamit natin? Iba, no? Ito, ang unang pinasok niya, education, experience, female education. And you notice the graduation, the improvement in terms of adjusted R squared. While it's entering a variable, tumataas si adjusted R squared. Itong CP na to guys, this is what you call, isusulat dito. Let me write it here. Sulat ko lang dito This is your Mallows CP. CP is pangalan niya nakalimutan ko lang yung first name niya, CP. So this is like parang ano lang yan, parang AIC. So the lower the Mallows CP, parang information criterion lang din yan, the better. Just like AIC, just like SBC, just like Hanan Quinn, the other information criterion na ginagamit natin para to compare between models. So notice, habang nagdadagdag ng mga variables, ano nangyayari? Bumababa yung AIC, pati si Mallows, pati si adjusted R squared, tumataas ng tumataas. Okay? So ilan yung pinasok niya? 6, no? 6 siya. Is this the same as the final output that was generated by RealStat dito? Education experience. Pareho lang ba, guys? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Compare nyo Education experience. Ayan. Female education, female experience. Non-white education at saka union. Is it the same? Ay, kasi, bakit ba union yung nangyari dito? Ay, wait. Sorry union yung ginamit ko dito. Kaya pala. Okay, pero pareho lang. Non-union yung dito, no? Kaya tataka ko ba't iba yata yung variable. Alright, so ito yung forward regression na ginawa niya, no? So one by one, pinapasok yung mga variables na yan. And yung effect niya sa model is that tumataas yung adjusted R squared, bumababa yung Mallows CP, bumababa yung AIC, bumababa yung RMSE. Clear guys? Clear? Hello? Clear?
Sir.
Clear ba? Pao, may question ka?
Answer no.
Okay. So, well, it's a lot easier no, than yung manual pa natin. So I just wanted to show you that very convenient talaga yung OLSRR na to na package. So I was happy. I'm happy that I was I bumped into this habang naghahanap ako ng mga packages na na maganda. Nakita ko yung OLSRR na to. Okay, so let's do this time. Ang gawin naman natin, okay, so pwedeng i-copy paste na lang yung model na to. Although hindi na natin i-run to kasi meron pa to Existing pa yung object na yan na model, no? But this time, what we're going to do is we're going to use AIC. Okay? We're going to use AIC as the basis for variables coming in. Kasi forward pa rin. Okay, tingnan nyo, OLS, step, forward, AIC, then model. Okay? So, i-run ulit natin to. Actually, you don't have to run this. Kasi existing pa yan. Kahit ito na lang. No? Alright, let's do that. Okay, so nag-create na ng FW fit.aic and then we ask R to run it to generate the output. Yan. Okay. Ano difference nito? Anong comments natin dito guys sa model na to? AIC yung ginamit natin na basis for your forward pass. Guys, hello? How does that differ from the the P basis that we used here? Guys, answer? Anong difference sila? Hello guys. Anong difference itong AIC method at saka P method na ginamit natin? Ida, ano difference?
Sir, sorry po. Mali ata yung code na na-copy ko, so ayaw niyo mag-run.
O sige. Pero tingnan mo muna to, Ida.
Opo.
Take a look at the screen.
Okay. The placement, sir, tsaka like the variables are different.
Nadagdag tong female, no?
Yeah.
Dito kasi walang female eh. Diba? 6 lang yung predictors natin dito. Dito 7. Bakit ganon? Kasi ang ginawa niyang basis AIC. When we added the female, when the program added the female, bumaba pa yung AIC. Naalala niyo yung kanina, yung sa Excel natin? Ito yun eh. Ito yun. Yung difference between these two models, Model 5 and Model 6. Si Model 5 kasama si female. No? AIC niya, 48.23. Nung tinanggal si female, AIC 48.24. So, sinong pipiliin na model if based on AIC? So, based on AIC, ito yon kasama yung female. Which is just perfectly the same as this one. Kasi sinabi natin kay R na ang gamitin niya si AIC sa forward. Alright? And there you have it. Kasama tong 84.83. Kasi kung tanggalin natin si female, ang ano natin AIC 84.84. So mas mataas to. Kaya nga pinasok niya si female. Very consistent, or it really followed the code that we asked it to compile, no? So AIC model, AIC yung ginamit natin. That's the code dun sa sa OLSRR. By the way, guys, kung hindi nyo require yung OLSRR, mag-error tayo dito kasi ito sa package lang talaga to na OLSRR. Hindi magra-run yung code na yan kung hindi natin require si OLSRR. Alright, clear yun guys? Clear? Answer please. Klaro ba yung model na yan na AIC yung ginamit, tapos sinama niya si female as regressor kasi pag sinama yon, yan ang pinakamaliit na AIC. Clear? Feedback please, guys.
Sir, pwede makita ulit yung code.
Code, sige. Okay. Ito, inulit ko lang to. Pareho lang yan sa taas.
Thank you.
I-check nyo nga yung mga medyo hindi nakaka-run. I-check nyo nga, ito lang yung pangalan ng mga variables natin. Andi dito lang yan, yung sa wage, ito lang yan. No? Nasa Excel din yan, yung sinend ko sa inyo, yung dinownload ko. Pinalitan ko lang kasi yung mga pangalan, hindi ko ginamit na times. Kasi mag-error yun eh. So, ginamit ko yung underscore. as a as a character. Okay na, guys? Okay na? All right. Then sige. So let's do this. Okay, I want you to run this. Okay. Pareho din. Wait, ito pa pala, no? I-plot natin. Plot natin yung model natin. Plot fwfit.aic. Let's see what happens here. Okay. So anong plot ang nakikita nyo dito, guys? Ito yung nangyayari. This is what happens to AIC as you enter these variables. Pag isa lang yung variable na ginamit natin as regressor, yan, it's around 8,600 plus. No? Almost 8,700 yung AIC. Then when you add, guys, kita nyo yung marginal effect. No? Kita nyo yung, yung change, ang laking drastic change. When you add another variable, AIC went down, which is good. Another one. Tapos habang nagdadagdag ka pa dito, halos wala na. No? Pag magdagdag ka pa dito, guys, ang mangyayari dyan, aakyat na yan. It will reach a certain level where adding another variable will no longer help lower your Akaiki information criterion. Okay, any questions dito, guys? Any questions?
None, sir.
Okay, then this one, ito. Pareho din ito sa taas, guys. It's the same. It's the same. FW forward fit.aic. Then OLS. Para mas makita niyo. OLS underscore step underscore forward AIC. Then model. Then isasali lang natin to details is equal to true. Okay, details is equal to true. So run this, guys, and then look at the output first, and then I'll ask somebody to explain parts of the output. Sige, I'll give you 1 minute to run this. And then tingnan nyo, guys, i-inspect nyo kung ano yung resulta. No? Ano yan? Tingnan natin and let's see what are generated through this this code na details is equal to true. Alright, sige, go. Okay, guys? Na-run nyo na? So, tatawag ako, Jonas?
Sorry sir, nagka-error yung ano ko, yung pag
Nagka-error.
nahanap ko pa po kung saan nagkamali.
Sige, si Miguel. Sir Tupas?
Yes, sir. Ano, sir?
Ha?
Tapos,
Paki-flash mo nga yung ano mo, yung screen.
teka lang.
Dali, paano ba?
Hindi pa ako maka-share ng screen ko, sir.
Sandali, ha? Paano ko ba ano to? Nakakalimutan ko lagi magpa-share. Share screen. Saan na yun? Ito na naman, nakakalimutan ko naman kung paano pa-share yung screen na to. Where's that? Paano nga bang mag-share ng screen sa Zoom?
I think you
Paano yun,
make
guys?
him host po. Or,
Make him host.
yeah, I think
sige.
so.
Okay. So, sino ba yung tinanong ko? Si Mr. ano?
Ako, sir. Mr. Tupas.
Mr. Tupas, nila. Asan na si Mr. Tupas dito? Mr. Tupas. Oh, nawawala yung pangalan. Mr. Tupas. Ayan. Some more. Okay, sige. Mix, share mo nga yung screen mo, tapos tingnan natin.
Okay na, sir. Na-share. Ay. Wait lang. Ayun na, sir.
Yan, oo, kita na. Sige, yan, good. Okay. Sige, good. Thank you, Migs. Sige, let's start with the yan yung unang-unang part ng ano. Sige, Migs, pakibasa tapos try to explain kung ano yung sinasabi niyan.
Which one, sir? Yung...
Kahit yung title mo na, yung forward selection method. And then what do you find under that?
Yung candidate terms.
Oh, yan, ano natin yan? Those are your?
Yung variables nung page interact na file.
Those are your independent variables, di ba?
Yes.
Yung ano natin, yung explanatory variables.
Mm-hmm.
And then, tingnan nyo sige Mix, ikaw mag-ano dyan Tapos, tingnan nyo, step 0, anong ibig sabihin yan guys? Step 0, AIC 8988, wage tilde 1. What's the meaning of that? Pag rinegress yung ganyan guys, pag ganyan yung code na ginawa nyo, kunyari LM wage tilde 1, it doesn't mean na ang regression nyo 1. Ang ibig sabihin yan guys, walang regressor na mangyayari. Ibig sabihin nun, that's just the average. Naalala nyo yung nag-discuss tayo na nung initial introduction natin sa regression, yung base model natin, yung average lang ng dependent variable. We're not going to use the independent variable. So sa R, guys, pag gusto mo, hindi mo gagamitin yung mga regressors, but you'll just generate the mean of your dependent variable. Yan ang code. LM wage tilde 1. Okay? So, Migs pababa. Scroll down, please. Yan, tingnan nyo So what do you have there, guys? What does this tell us? Ano kaya ibig sabihin yan? Okay, ang ibig sabihin yan, guys, so initially, ang ano natin, ang model natin, wala tayong regressor, di ba? So what will happen if I use education as my entering variable? What will happen if I use female as my entering variable? So lahat ng mga yan, guys, this is what will happen if I use them as your entering variable. And remember, you can only enter one at a time. So among this, sino pinakamagandang entering variable natin? Mig, sige, pakisagot. Ha?
Yung education.
Bakit?
Bakit? Yung pinakamaliit?
Diyan yung answer. Andyan, no? Pinakamaliit na ano?
Na AIC.
Yun, di ba? O pag pinasok mo si education na regressor, ang magiging resulta na AIC 8688. Pag si female naman ang ginamit natin, 8924. Pag si non-white experience, 8984. Okay, guys? So, obviously, education ang magandang unang entering variable. Consistent din siya with RSS. Okay, ano yung RSS? Sum of the squares of your regression. Di ba? Tapos, sorry, sum of the squares pala, itong pangatlo, yung sum squares, no? Tapos yung isa, residual sum of the squares. Ito yun yung SSE natin, error terms. Your R squared, your coefficient of determination, and then adjusted R squared. So based on AIC and adjusted R squared, mas magandang ipasok natin si education. Okay, guys, clear? Pakisabing yes or no?
Yes. Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lahat,
Yes,
lahat
sir.
guys? Okay, clear ha? Okay, so after that table, anong linagay niya, Migs? Taas pa ng konti. Taas muna ng konti. Yan. Below the table, anong nakalagay? Yan.
Ito, sir?
Oo, yan. Di ba? Plus education. Ang sabi niya, conclusion niya, okay, our first entering variable will be education. Right? So, tinan nyo, step 1, ang AIC natin, ilan na AIC, Migs?
8688.952.
8688. Tinan mo sa taas. Yun, no? 8688, di ba? Yun, no? Yung sinasabi niya. Pag ipasok natin si education, ang AIC natin magiging 8688. Yun nga, true enough. So step 1 natin, AIC 8688, ang natin regressor, si education. Kaya nga wage tilde education. Clear guys? Clear? Hello guys? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yung iba?
Sir.
Okay. Now, kasi pag naintindihan natin yan, the rest will follow, no? Yun lang yun eh. Okay, sige, Migs, paki-explain yung susunod.
Ay, yung ito, sir.
Yan, oo.
So, since education na yung una, so hinanap niyo kung ano yung next na variable that will give the lowest possible AIC. So, yun yung experience. Kaya yung dito, it's education plus experience.
Correct. Okay, kuha nyo, yung sinabi ni Migs, tama yun, ano? Pag pinasok daw sa experience, AIC will go down, magiging 8576 compared to the previous AIC na 8688. Tapos, Migs, pakiangat mo nga ng konti. Tumaas ba yung adjusted R squared compared dun sa isa lang sa taas? Yan, 0.208 yan, ito 0.275, di ba? Right? Tataas siya pag isama natin si experience. Alright? So, sige, Migs, paki-explain yung susunod. So, ano na nangyari? Plinas na natin. Sige.
Ganun lang din. Kung naghanap sila ulit ng variable na that can give the lowest AIC.
What do you call that variable?
Yung FEMEDUC.
Ang tawag sa variable nun, entering variable, di ba?
Sorry, entering variable.
Yung entering variable natin, dun sa after step 2, kita natin na mas maganda si FEMEDUC ang isama. Right? Sige, baba na tayo. Migs, baba. Step 3, step 4. So, iniisa-isa niyan, guys, di ba? Step 5, iniisa-isa niya. Step 6. Okay, tingnan natin step 6. So, sa step 6, ang model na natin, ang mga independent variables natin, education, experience, female education, etc. Okay, now next. Ano daw mangyayari?
Nag-step 7 pa siya.
Hindi, step 6 muna.
Okay.
Step 6, ano daw?
Dinagdag niya pa yung female.
Pag ipapasok si female, ano mangyayari sa AIC?
It becomes 8483.
Compared to?
Compared sa 8484.089.
Okay, so bababa yung AIC natin pag pinasok si female, right? So ano ginawa niya? Inad niya si female, di ba? Naging 8483 yung AIC natin. Ano na yung mga regressors natin, Migs?
Non-white, non-union.
Hindi, ano na yung mga existing regressors natin?
Female, non-union.
Hindi yan. Step 7 nasa baba.
Sorry, ito. So
Hindi. Step 7 as in step 7. Yan na yung regressors natin, di ba? Si education, si experience, hanggang kay female, yan na. Right? Migs, paki-explain yung next table.
Yung last table, wala na siyang madagdag na variable.
Bakit?
Kasi
Ano ba yung
significant
unang
na
value dyan? Ano yung unang variable dyan?
Non-white.
Non-white. What will happen if you include non-white? Sa taas. Compare mo sa taas.
85. O, tataas na siya.
Yan. Okay. Yun. Okay guys, kita niyo yung kwento, no? Okay. Anong model ang ginagamit natin dito? AIC. Kaya based on AIC yung binibigyan ng sagot sa inyo. Right guys? So step 7, AIC 84, 83. Pag dinagdag pa natin yung susunod na candidate na na si non-white, tataas na siya. So sabi niya, no more variables to be added. And then sinummarize siya, variables entered, migs pakibaba. Ayan, di ba? Ilan yan? 7, di ba? So medyo iba yung guys, iba yung model dun sa P at saka sa AIC, no? So of course as the researcher, tayo bahala nun. Okay, sige, tas final model output, paki-explain Migs. Migs.
Sorry.
Sige, ikaw mag-explain.
So, yung final model output is bali siya na yung model after tinanggal na yung mga other variables na yung natira na lang is non-white, non-union, education.
Yun ang mga tinanggal.
Ay, sorry. Sila pala yung tinanggal. Sorry.
Oo.
So, ito yung mga natira. And then,
yan yung mga pinasok.
Nung sila, ito na yung
Migs,
results.
hindi yan natira. Yan ang mga pinasok, ha?
Ay, okay.
Kasi remember, forward to, ha? This
So,
is forward regression. Pag backward, yan ang mga natira,
tinatanggal
no?
sila.
Yan. So, sige, kasi magta-time na Migs. Thank you. Just continue flashing. So, andyan guys yung model summary, no? Andyan yung R squared, adjusted R squared, root mean square error, coefficient of variation. So, ito guys, yung mga to, alamin nyo lang yung mga definition yan kasi makakatulong din yan. Then, alam natin dyan, andyan yung ANOVA, alam natin to guys, di ba? We have studied this before. Significance is 0, which means yung null hypothesis natin na B0 is equal to B1 is equal to B2 is equal to B3 is equal to B4 is equal to B11, guys, is equal to 0. So, we reject that null hypothesis. We know that at least one of them is not equal to 0. Tama nga, di ba? May 7 doon na hindi equal to 0. Then, baba pa, Migs, baba pa. Yan, okay? And then, ito na guys yung regression output natin. Yan, ito na yung mga variables natin. Ito na yung mga betas nila, yung mga values. And then, andito yung t-value, yung... Tignan nyo guys, ano t-value ni female? Ano yung p-value niya? Si female guys, ano p-value? 0.098, di ba? Pareho lang yan dun sa kanina, no? And ba't siya pumasok guys? Kasi based on AIC. Based on AIC pumasok siya. And can we use this? Yes. Kasi pwede mo naman sabihin at significant at 10%. No? Okay. Sige. Thank you, Migs. Thank you. Salamat, ha. Thank you. So, sige. Kunin ko na ulit, Migs, yung yung to conclude this. Kasi it's, time na pala. No? So, guys, tapusin ko lang to. Ano ko lang. Alright. So, again, guys, gawin nyo to, ha. Tapos, ang mangyayari, pareho lang naman guys, pareho lang si backward naman, no? Si backward guys, ang maiiba lang kay backward ito. Okay, si backward is maiiba lang, gagawin lang siyang backward. Yan. Pareho din yung yung backward.
Sir, yung Excel
Sir,
file ko yung
sa Excel ba?
Ay, sorry. Hindi, sa wait.
Hindi, sir, Excel file yung pinapakita mo.
Sorry. Okay. Dito ako lagi nakakalimutan. Alright. Asan na yung RStudio natin? Ito. Okay. Kanina forward, guys, no? Anong kaibahan nila? Ito sa forward, OLS, step forward AIC, o P, depende. Ito naman, OLS, step backward, P, backward AIC. So you can do that, guys. Kung backward, kung backward regression. And then yung stepwise, ito. Si stepwise, both, guys, both. Kaya ang dali lang tandaan, guys. So, I hope kinamera nyo, guys, ha? So, si forward, nakuha na natin. Si forward, palitan nyo lang ng backward. Si forward, palitan nyo lang ng both para makuha nyo yung backward regression at saka stepwise regression. Okay, and then, yung dulo dito, all possible at saka best subset. Nadagdag to. No? So, pag kukuhaan nyo ng picture, guys, okay, backward, na-discuss natin. Tapos, ano yung susunod? Pag stepwise, guys, both. Tapos, all possible, lahat ng combination ibibigay niya at saka yung best subset. Pakiran yan, guys. Pakiran. Bahala na kayo magbigay ng pangalan. Okay, ano lang naman yan yung arbitrary. And then we'll compare, no? Tapos magpo-post ako, guys, ng ng additional lessons na kasi we need to really move forward. Okay, so yung ipo-post ko na, guys, yung yung mga diagnostics, heteroskedasticity, etc., etc. Ito at saka another our package ang gagamitin natin. Okay? So, I hope you learned something today, guys. Nakuha natin at least sa R yung one last question, guys. Kamusta naman? Mas gusto niyo gamitin si Excel o si R sa pag-generate ng forward at saka backward? Answer? Hello. One last question. Sino mas gusto niyong gamitin? Si R o si Excel sa pag-generate ng forward, backward, both, all models, at saka best subset?
R, sir.
R, sir.
Yeah, of course. I was expecting you to say that. R talaga. Mas madali, mas maganda. Mas maganda yung output. Okay? So, thank you so much, guys. I'll see you next.
Yung attendance.
Yung attendance, yung mga na late pa, hintay na lang, ha. Tapos, may announcement ako. Okay? Sige, bye-bye, guys. See you.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Sige,
Thank
yung
you,
mga
sir.
okay, thank you. Yung mga na late, kindly stay there. Bubuksan ko yung attendance.
Sir?
Yes?
Can you post the Zoom meeting video also of last meeting?
I will.
So that we can back up. Okay. Thank
Yes,
you, sir.
sure.
Sige.
Na-late ka ba? Hindi.
Hindi naman po, sir.
Wala bang
Mahirap lang kasi yung minsan habulin yung mga like with our
sige.
studio.
Yeah, I
Thank
know. Oo. Sige, I hope you're learning, ha?
Yes, sir.
All right. Sige. Thank you,
Have a good
guys.
day.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, yung attendance po.
Sino to?
Si Zoris. Sir,
Zor?
kanina pa
Oo.
po nag-enter sa room, tapos late niyo po ako napapasok.
Ganun ba? Sige.
Opo.
Dali lang, ha?
Okay po, sir.
No problem, Zoris. No problem.
Okay po, sir.
Buksan ko lang yung attendance.
Okay po.
Natututo ka naman.
Oo naman, sir.
Sure ka?
Opo. Pa-post na lang po nung mga recording sa iba.
Of course. Ikaw pa. Ang lakas mo sa akin. I will do that. Dali lang, ha? Kung natin attendance mo. Yan, Sir Declaro. Sige. Okay, kita mo?
Thank you, sir.
Kita mo
Okay
yung
na po.
attendance mo?
Opo.
Okay,
Okay na
sige.
po.
Alright.
Thank you, sir.
You have a good day, ha?
Okay po.
Okay, sige.